Hi, this challenge is for customizing Apex Financial Calculator in Salesforce. Is for that some cool school are getting payments from some other organization. So when they will be paid and how much they will be paid, this will be need to be configured in Salesforce. As a part of this challenge, is unmanaged package is given, which is containing all the data source, and this was given to get the UI, means how much the UI is need to be done. As per the unmanaged package given, it's up to this portion is given. Whatever this, I think this portion we have to implement using the for this challenge. So, so I'll start from the deploying the application, and I'll go forward to the demo one by one. This is my target org where I'm going to deploy the application. This is the standard installation. An Apex unmanaged package is given for this. Meanwhile, I will copy the next step for the deployment. So next step is I have to run this in the developer console. So the installation is complete. So you can see this new app is created here. So I'm going on to this. Now I'm going to the developer console. It is taking some time to get loaded. So I'll go to debug, open, execute, and in this window I'll paste this and click on execute. So this will ensure you have some data in your tab. This is already given with this. So now if you go to the op school, you can see one is record is there. If you go to prayers, you can see one record is there. You go to prayers, you can see California is given. If you go to the school prayers, you are there. If you go to receivable type, you can see that there are two receivable types are there. You go to calculations, you can see this Apex class name is there. You have to ensure that whatever the Apex class is mentioning here, that is already implemented. If it is not implemented, then it will also throw some error on the UI, and you can see it. I will come the later point of time. So if you go to the payout, you can see whatever the payouts are given. So if you go to receivable, as of now there is no record. So what I'll go to opportunities. I'll see this FEC funding school, which is got inserted um, as a part of insert test data. So you can see you have to edit this page layout, so that you can get the button here. So this is also a deployment step. So you go to buttons, you can see generate receivables is there. You have to place it. Once you save it, so the application is ready for testing. So if I open the opportunity, you can see the generate receivable button is there. If you click on generate receivable, you can see that the desired output as per the requirement is coming. So these all values are coming. So if you click on the save receivables, so what will happen? So you can see, please at least data to be inserted is there. If you click on cancel, so it will go back to the opportunity. Now what I will do, what I'm saying earlier, I will do something, do some change in calculation. So what I will do, I will just change the apex class name here and click on save. So if I now go to the opportunity and click on generate receivables, you can see this class name does not exist, it's already taken care, but still the page is coming, but you will get some error message because I have skipped only that record for which the apex class is not coming. For other records which are available, for which for those so you can see it is coming with 0, and I'm saying this is does not exist, so means this class need to be implemented. um, so I did it I want to show it because I want to show the record so that you can see that there is some mismatch in the record, so how they can go and configure this, so that is why I'm showing this record with a 0 value. So if you don't like that, it can be removed at a later point of time. So now what I will do, I will update it again, click on save. So now if I refresh it, you can see these are records are coming. So I will select these two and click on save receivables. So what it will go back to the opportunity, and if you so I am editing the layout again. So the op school need to be added as a part of opportunity layout. Layout, edit. So we go to related list. So op school I am adding in the top. Click on save. Yes. So if I go back to that old opportunity, so so you can see there is one record is there, and there is two receivable are there. This receivable can be added in opportunity also, but I am not added it into, I don't want to make the page bulky with lots of related list. So now what I will do, I will go back to the opportunity and I will go to this one and click on generate receivables. So now we'll want to, now I'm not going to select this, I will select these three and click on save receivables. It will go, if I go now, so you can see these three records are there, but means other earlier two records are got deleted. So this is what was the requirement. Now I'm come to school attendance. So what the currently there is only one record. So what I will do, I'll clone this record and I will change this to 40 and I will make the equal to 2015. Click on save. As per the requirement, so whatever the school attendance records are there, that most recent year need to be picked, means whichever is the highest one. So if I go here and go to the generate receivables, so you can see all the records got changed with these values. So it's the expire date is coming 2015 for these three and 2014 for those two. So those two account, and this is coming for SP1 and this is coming from SP2. 2015 is coming. So this is how the record is going changed. This is all about the implementation and the UI portion. If you click on the cancel, it will go back to the opportunity. I have not implemented very big thing in that UI like data table or so, because it was specifically told to us that they don't want a UI work, they only want the Apex classes. So coming to the implementation, what I did, I created one interface which which has a method called double do calc, and which is taking the attendance and percentage, and I have implemented each and every class whatever is getting defined as a part of calculation apex class. That class is implementing the receivable amount and overriding the interface methods. So these two classes are getting overridden. So if I come here, So this main thing is getting happening here also. So I'm getting that class dot font name, and I'm typecasting that to with the interface, and I'm calling that receivable. To get the receivable, I'm calling the do calc method of the class. So the benefit of this method is as soon as you add any new receivables or any new receivable types, and then you have defining a calculation. If you define new class, you need not to do anything in this class. It will automatically taken care by the system, because it's totally dynamic and it's dynamically picking up the class name, and then running loading the class name, and doing the job. And if the class name by mistake that there is any typo or something, I'm throwing error here. So this is how it is getting generated. So uh, this is the approach where I'm taking. And there is I have used that for loop query, so that it won't get if there is too much data, then it won't get so that it will automatically use the database query locator, so that it won't affect too much. I have taken care of the null pointer exceptions as well, because if you don't have any data, but still you won't get, you go get a blank page with blank rows, because you won't get anything. So I have taken care of that as well. So I have created one method called initiate page here, so which will prepare read all the variables and prepare the page. The reason of behind doing this, because sometimes you may have to reinitiate page or reset page, kind of an option you want. So means if you have multiple selection is happened, if you want to do the reinitiate page. So if I do everything in a method, if this method can be called from the page, and this method will reinitiate the page. So this is also a very good option. So otherwise what we can do, we can pass an opportunity here as well, so we can get it from other opportunities as well. Suppose if you want to see, currently we are viewing the record for one opportunity, if we want to see for multiple opportunities, so we can make the this method as we are passing opportunity as an opportunity id, or opportunity uh, uh, as a master record, and based on that we can generate a different section for different opportunities as well. So this is the one of the reason I made this method inside a page. So I've given extensive comment all the classes, means why this is good, this got used, and what is the I have created one output class wrappers to wrap the output, because those things are not coming. There are some formatting need to be done on the UI, as well as that the typecasting is required to some string to currency, and something is there. So that is why I have created a wrapper class. And coming to the page, page is very simple. There is nothing much. There have just some standard variables, and here I have typecast the date to the international format as per the requirement. So this is all about my requirement. Hope you enjoyed the video.